Hello, welcome back to Beyond the Veil. Here's an odd one for you. Putting on the Ritz. Sorry, my allergies are bothering me. It's that time of year. Alright, very first one. Let's start off with, have you seen the well-to-do living up on Lenox Avenue, on that famous thoroughfare, with their noses in the air? Sorry, I'm just reading it. High hats, colored collars, white spats, $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue, you don't know where to go, wanna go where Harlem sits, putting on the Ritz. Spangled gowns upon the BEVEE of Hive Brown, from down the Levee, sorry, my fault, all misfits putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu-Belle goes every Thursday evening with her blank. Then it goes rubbing elbows. Here's where my problem is on that song. It's right there. Because I've heard several versions that say one thing. I've heard several versions that say another thing. And here's the thing. I have several listed on my webpage. Well, they are links to other YouTube videos and so forth that show both. Alright, this is one of the old versions of that song. 1912 to 1920 to 1930s. That's the aspect we're talking about. Now, here's the thing. I keep getting told I don't know what I'm talking about and that I'm wrong in what I'm saying. And I'm not. Because I will list 3 or 4 other songs or links in the description, along with 1 or 2 and then the newer updated one. Because there's 3 different songs. There really is. The first one I'm going to link, it says, every Thursday evening on her cell phone. Wait, correction. I do apologize. My fault. I don't remember the exact wording offhand, but it says, every Thursday evening with her cell phone to rub elbows. Okay. Meaning that it's a cordless phone. 1930s. Well, let's see. Who is credited for the cell phone technology? Well, that would be Tesla. Problem is, if Tesla forged information or copied down stuff that was already in existence, would that mean he would have to build the device before he drew it? No. Look at all his devices. They work 100% the first time he drafted them. You want to know why? It's not because he built them in his head. It's not because he was a genius. He was a regular man playing a part like any other individual paid for by the bankers. Or he's a mason, in other words. Let that sink in. Tesla was a mason. Do you get it? I mean, we have presidents nowadays that play parts. They're masons. Huh. Could it be that they're playing a part? Huh. We know since the late 1800s. Look at how they built in the late 1800s versus what we can do today. Well, I would have to say the technology has gone in reverse, meaning that they were able to place the bricks so darn close together you couldn't slide a sheet of paper through. Nowadays we have to use mortar. Well, that's a step back. Wow. Why the step back? Are we not as advanced as we were back then? And you understand why I am pointing this out, putting on the Ritz, 1930, 1912, around that era. Wow. They had cell phones back then. They were talking about cell phones. They were singing about cell phones. And nowadays, you know what you get? 1970s, they finally come up with a mobile phone. Well, it's not a cell phone, is it? It's a mobile phone. But it's based on Tesla's technology that people were singing about, going out every Thursday with their cell phone, rubbing elbows. Huh. Kind of puts a kink in technology, doesn't it? When you realize the truth behind all technology. Windows. Wow. Think about it. What if all this technology is thousands and thousands of years old, and they're only releasing one little piece to you at a time? Oh, let them chew on this. How long would it be before you'd be able to recycle everything? I mean, think about it. At one time, we had clean, burning water vehicles. But we have people like the Jews who'll say that we don't, and we never had. Huh. But the cleanest burning thing and the hottest burning thing, H2O. It can burn hotter than almost any other thing out there for no more than what it is. You think we've gone forward. You think space is real. Guess what? If you can't measure it, how is it that it's real? How is it that it's something there? It's not. You know why? What physical object has been used to measure from the ground at your feet to any body in the sky? No physical objects means that, hey, guess what? Just because 1 and 1 equal 2, and the grass is green and the sky is blue, doesn't mean shit in comparison. Doesn't mean anything. You know why? Those are facts that can be checked and don't deal with whether or not a physical object's been used to measure this. Well, if no physical object has been used to measure it, and all you can do is eyeball it, and then put your 2 hands together in 2 circles and line them up with 1 eye, and then close that eye, and then you'll see how, and open your other eye, and you will see it switch. Yet, it'll never give you the correct depth. It'll never give you the correct sight. Looking through 1 tube, a telescope. Oh no, you're using 1 eyeball. You're looking through a tube at 1 thing. How can you tell where that is? I mean, that's stupid. You can't. You can estimate. You can never really tell because you're looking at it through 1 eye. You don't have both eyes open. Open both eyes. See the world for what it is. Can you name any physical object? If not, how can you claim that the space above us is more than the ground that we can measure? All we can do is assume that it's on the same left and right scale, up and down, left and right, front and back. All we can do is assume the same space up there is the same space at your feet. You can't assume that it's something else. And the second you do, you lose all credibility. Because you're saying that this thing expands, but it's a vacuum. Vacuums suck. They don't expand. They suck, and they suck, and they suck. And you're going to tell me this vacuum's up there? I'm going to call you an idiot. I'm going to call you a moron. You think vacuums exist in space? What the fuck are you talking about? What physical object was used to measure? And you're telling me somehow that you know through a number god that this number god told you that the sun was here and the moon is here? Anyway, it's getting to that time. Talk to you later. Bye.